Hi everyone, welcome to Java Fever. So today we are going to continue our caching related video. Okay, so today we are going to learn new things which is related to caching in Spring Boot, and we are going to implement cache as well. Okay, so in this video tutorial we are going to learn how can we do implementation of caching. So completely we are going to cover our coding part here. So firstly we'll try to understand within 2 to 3 minutes so what we are going to cover inside our coding part. Okay, so this coding is related to I have did POC, and after that I did only for the basic, mm, started from basic to advanced concept. Okay, so we are going to concentrate for basic and then advanced. So we are going to cover all caching annotations here, and then map and dependency which we are going to use in this POC, and then employee card application we are going to implement caching with the help of employee CRUD operation. Okay, and then we are going to use JPA with MySQL to insert data inside MySQL database. Okay, and we are going to use caching annotation at that enable caching, added cacheable, added cache put, and cache evict. So we are going to use all the four annotations inside our POC. Okay, inside our video tutorial for caching. And map and dependency we are going to use Spring Web, Spring Data JPA, MySQL connector, and DevTools and Lombok. Okay, so we'll create one Spring Boot project, and then we'll do caching, CRUD operation with caching. So we are going to add employee, we are going to update employee, we are going to get employee by ID and delete employee by ID. So when we'll add, so it will not reflect your caching, but when you will try to update, so firstly it will update your cache memory, and then it will update your DB. In case of get, so first time it will fetch from DB, and second time it will fetch from your cache. It will not fetch from DB because we are going to implement caching mechanism. Okay, so it will every time it will not hit DB. If it is available, if ID is available, employee ID is available in cache, then it will get from cache. Okay, so we have already I think we have in intro video we have explained everything, so how caching works. So we are not spending much time for intro related things or basic things related to theoretical part. So we have already covered in previous video. If you want to go, then you can go and watch. So here we are going to cover the all only coding part. So here after that we will delete employee by ID. Okay, so it will be deleted. So if you delete the employee, then firstly it will delete from DB, then it will delete it from cache as well. Okay, and if you update employee, say it will be updated in DB as well as cache. Okay, so this is the mechanism it used internally to uh, for consistency of data. So now we are going to quick start. So I have did one POC. Okay, so I will tell you what I did, and I have already created one project. Okay, where employee controller is there. Okay, four APIs I have created: add employee, get employee by ID, delete employee, and update employee. Okay, and this is the model class employee: ID, name, address, phone number. Okay, and then this is service, this interface: add employee, find employee by ID, delete employee by ID, and update employee. And this is service IMPL. Here we are doing, here we are saving repository.save. We are using here JPA. Okay, for our CRUD operation. Okay, create, read, update, and delete. So it will save your employee here with the help of find. It will get your employee by ID. For delete, it will delete your ID, delete your employee data, and here it will update your employee. Okay, so here we are fetching the employee, and then we are saving. Okay, JPA does not support update. So JPA JP repository does not have any update. So we are doing here fetching, and then we are saving the data. Okay, so here we are performing our update operation. And if you see this employee repository, so we have created one employee repository and we extended with card repository. So in card repository we will get everything. Okay, so we will get save, so we are doing save, we are doing find by id. Okay, and so we can you can use according to your requirements. So we have used all the save, find by id and delete by id. Okay, so we are not going to waste time here. So this is done. So I will show you how I created my project to uh, do my POC for Spring Spring Boot cache. Okay, so let's, from here also you can create. Okay, or you can create a spring.io with the help of that also you can get. And if you are using this uh, IntelliJ, so with the help of IntelliJ you can also create. Okay, so I will new, you can go to new and project other, you have to go spring starter project. Okay, yeah, so package you can write java dot com dot java fever. Okay, and name you can write like spring boot caching demo. Okay, and you can use like group com dot java fever. Okay, see caching demo. Okay, and artifact you can write caching demo, spring boot caching demo, and this description you can take from artifact. Okay, now okay, so this is the way by which we can create the spring boot starter project. Okay, project name contains a space, so name I think does not require the space, so we can spring spring boot caching. Yeah, so now we are going to add all dependency which we need. Okay, so here we need firstly we need a spring boot, a spring firstly we are if you are doing card operation, so firstly we need a spring web, we need a spring data jpa, we need mysql driver. Okay, and we need lombard to create getters and setters method, and remaining thing you can add. So for caching we are going to implement, so we need dependency spring caching. So let's search caching. So we have spring cache abstraction, so we need this dependency to perform our caching in spring boot application. So we are going to select this, and as well as we are going to add dev tools. Okay, so no need to start your application one by every time, so it will be, so we are going to add dev tools also, spring boot dev tools. Okay, so all the operation, so we can select, and then you can do next, and after that if you finish, then it will be created one your spring boot application. And after that, after creation your spring boot application, that thing you can import inside your project. Okay, I have already imported, so I will not import this again. I Okay, so this is, I already imported this. Okay, so to save our time, I have created the card operation. So I will show you in my resource folder, spring.properties is there. So here I have already put the jp configuration. Okay, url, username, password and driver. Okay, this is the driver mysql jdbc, and here we have put the hibernate configuration. So this is required when you are using jp or hibernate. Okay, so we have did everything. So now I will try to perform one card operation we'll add one employee, we'll get by id, we'll delete, and we'll try to perform all the operation, okay, without caching, and then we'll implement caching, and then we'll see what is the difference between without caching and with caching. So I'm going to quickly start. I think I have shown everything to you, but I think pom.xml is remaining. So let's see once pom.xml what we'll get, what we'll get after adding all the dependencies. So this will be structure your pom.xml. Okay, we are using Maven as a build tool. So this will be the, yeah. So we have added cache abstraction. So this is the dependency for that Spring Boot starter cache. Okay, and then we have added JPA dependency. So this is the dependency, Spring Boot starter data JPA, and we have added a Spring Wave. Okay, for we are using REST. We are getting REST APIs all. We have added dev tools. Okay, so we do not have to start your application again and again, and we are using here MySQL connector. Okay, and we are using Lomback to create our setters and getters method. Okay, so we did everything, we added everything which we required, and this is Spring Boot starter test, so we got it by default to support our JUnit testing. Okay, so testing, if you want to see employee class as well, I think I have so you can see this. I have created one default employee class. Okay, and these are the setters and getters method. Okay, I have created manually. I was doing POC, so that time Lombok was not there, so I created manually. Okay, after that I have so let's start this application and we'll check, we'll perform all code operation, and then so this is main application. So here we can do go and we can quickly start a Spring Boot application. So let's start and perform add employee, delete add employee, get employee, update employee, and delete employee. Okay, so and then again we'll implement cache, and again we'll do everything. So we have started our application, our port number is 8080. So now I'm going to add one employee. So this is get, so I will take, this is the URL for REST endpoint for add employee. Okay, so here we are going to add employee. So name I'm going to add Raj, address I'm going to add Delhi, and phone number anything you can, okay, add randomly. I'm going to create data. So we have 152 name Raj and address Delhi, phone number we are getting 000. Why we are getting 00? Let's check with this. Okay, so phone, phone. So here phone number will be, I think we have did phone number. So now this is the phone number, right? This is the right key. Okay, so I think that was wrong, so we are getting the phone number as 0. Okay, so now we are getting the correct phone number. Okay, and we have added 154 record inside our DB. So let's verify once with the help of the get API. So this is the get API. So now we are going to check we have data is inserted or not. So we have inserted data with phone number, correct phone number. Okay, So if you want to update, so let's update address from Delhi to Hyderabad. Okay, let's update and check. So this is the put API. Let's quickly do the put API. Yeah, this is the update employee. So let's perform here put operation quickly. Yeah, so let's do from Delhi to Hyderabad. Okay, and let's perform put operation. Okay, now we have Raj and Hyderabad. Okay, we are getting as a response. So this is updated. So we can do it like this. Okay, so we are not performing the delete operation here. So now we have cut operation. Okay, so we did to save our time, and we checked once. So it's work like this, and I have what I had did. So I have added logger also. Okay, logger, that means to get easily, so it will be easy to understand. So when it is saving the when it is saving to db or it is not saving to db. So this is the add employee. So when you will see this add employee code, so here we have put it log. Okay, so log, that means save into db. So it is going to db. If it will go to db, then it will perform this repository dot save operation. If it will not go to db, so it will not print this log. When you will perform log, sorry, when you will perform caching of caching things, so uh, it will not print this logger.info. Okay, without hitting the database, we'll get the employee. Okay, here also find employee. So find employee by id, if we'll try, so fetch from db. Okay, so if you perform the caching operation, so without hitting a db, you will get the data from caching cache memory. Okay, so at that time you will not get this fetch from db. Okay, so because it will not hit database. So we have added here logging mechanism to understood it is hitting database or not. Okay, so now we are going to implement, we are going to stop this, and now we are going to implement our cache. So how can we implement? I think I think I have already discussed some of the annotation at the time of the starting the video. So firstly we have to enable the caching mechanism in this Spring Boot application. So this is the main class of the Spring Boot application, which is Spring Boot cache demo application. So here we can put at the rate enable cache. Okay, enable caching we can put. So now in your application, in your Spring Boot application, caching will be enabled. Okay, and after that what we have to do, service layer we have to put the caching related notation. So this is our service impl where we are using. So here we are hitting the database. Okay, so always always put your caching related things on top of your service method. Okay, so this is the service method. So add employee caching is not required, because every time you are going to add new employee. Okay, so this is not required. So here we have to find by id. So at the rate, if you use cacheable, so on the top of your find by id, that means that this is a get api. So here we have to use at the rate cacheable annotation. Okay, so this is a very important question according to interview. So where you can use cacheable, where can you use at that cacheable put, and where can you use as at that cache evict. So here on the date, on the top of the delete, we are going to use cache evict, cache evict. Okay, and on the top of your update, okay, we are going to update every time. So here we have to use cache put. So I will tell you. So what is the difference between, so cacheable, that means the you are using on the top of your get apis. Get apis, that means if you and you have to use name, cache names. Okay, so cache names you can use like employee you can use. And if we have what we have key. Okay, so even if you not provide key, it will work. And so let's check without key, and then we will check with key. Okay, so we are doing with without key here. Let's check once without key. So every in every annotations we have to use this cache names we are using here. So I think this is extra, we have to remove this cache evict cache name, and we are putting here cache name. We are not putting any key here. Let's try, and then we'll put key as well. So cacheable you are using on the top of the get API. Get API, that means that if already uh, first time it will hit your database and it will fetch from DB, okay, but second time it will not fetch from DB, it will fetch from cache memory, okay. So we are using at that cacheable cache evict, that means the first time it will your data will be deleted from DB as well as cache, okay. That means the if data will be deleted from DB but it will not deleted from cache, that means the second time if you try to get get employee, okay, with same ID, then you might get the wrong data. That means the data your data has been already deleted from DB, but you are uh, getting data from cache memory because you haven't deleted your data from cache. You have deleted only data from your DB, okay. So that will be the wrong. So in that scenario we use at the rate cache evict to delete your data from cache as well, okay. So it's to delete with the help of this, it will be deleted from your data will be deleted from your DB, but with the help of this your data will be deleted from cache as well, okay. So this is the good thing. And at that cache put, that means the your data will be updated in DB as well as cache, okay. So with the help of these things your data will be updated in DB, but with the help of your these things your updated employee data which you are going to provide, it will be updated in cache memory as well, okay. So these are the difference between cache put, cache evict and cacheable. So these are the important things according to interview. So now we are going to perform one by one and then we'll see. So key here we are going to use, let's use key as well, and then we'll remove key and then we'll check it's working or not. So here we are going to use key as ID, and here we are going to use key, okay. Key we are using here ID because we are getting we are finding employee data with the help of this ID, employee ID. So we are using ID, it is matching, and now we can do employee that ID. So this is for sorry, this is for delete. So we can also use ID because we are deleting data by we are deleting employee data by ID. So here we have put it ID, okay, which is matching with this. And now here as well we can put key. So key is optional but better to use key to avoid confusion, okay. At the rate, so you can give your custom key. So here ID, so we'll get here employee, okay. So better to use emp dot id, okay, for this cache, okay. Now let's perform, now we have did all the changes related to caching, okay. So let's perform and check it is working, our cache is working or not, okay. So let's clear the console. Firstly we are going to start, so no need to clear the console. Let's start your application quickly and check. We have started our application. We have add employee, we have get employee, we have delete employee, and we have update employee. So firstly we are going to add data, okay. Add data. So let's perform add. We will fresh add data, then and then we'll perform everything, okay. So body we are going to write name like Saurabh, we are going to, okay, name Delhi, phone number, okay. So let's perform add operation, add employee. So we have added data 202 Saurabh Delhi, okay. We have 202, ID is 202. Let's check once in our, so it is performing the, it's inserting data inside DB, okay, save into DB. So this is a log that we are using at a time of adding the employee. Okay, so here we are not performing any caching because not possible to perform caching for adding the employee. Okay, so let's, so but we have added here, so new employee. So now we are going to fetch, okay, save into db, so it is hitting the database and it's just saving there. So we got the save into db. So we are going to check our cache related thing. So for that, we have to perform the get operation. Okay, so let's hit the get api once. 202, so this is the get 202. Let's clear the console so it will be easy to understand what we are doing. Clear the console and let's hit this. Yeah, we are getting the 202 Saurabh Delhi and number. So let's check the so see what it is happening. Fetch from db. So when you are trying to fetch Saurabh data, the ID of Saurabh is 202. So we are getting data from db. Okay, that means the we are it's coming into this db, and as well as this is a hibernate query, so it is performing the select operation. Okay, so it is easy to understand. That means the it's a hitting the database, and okay, so there is no doubt. Okay, so it is hitting the database, but second time if you fetch the same employee with same id, so it should not go to db, it should go to your cache, and then it should fetch data from cache. Okay, so because of that we are implementing the caching mechanism. So let's try, like let's fetch same employee with same id. Okay, and it should not hit, so we are going to delete here console, and then we are going to hit again. Okay, so I'm hitting again. So 202 we got the data. Let's check the console. See, we are not getting anything in console. That means the it is not fetching from db, it is fetching from the cache. Okay, even we are not it's not printing the log here, so we did not get anything. Okay, even it is not printing the hibernate query. Okay, so it's a fetching from so we have get employee. Okay, we have one uh, get call id which is already stored in cache memory. So for that id will be key will be id, and your value will be this value, employee value. Okay, so now we are going to perform put operation. That means that we are going to update that employee. Okay, so first time if you try to update, then it will update your db as well as your cache. Okay, and second time if you hit the if you try to get the data, then it will get from the cache memory, not from db. Okay, so let's update and check once. So we are going to update. So this is the update localhost, so this is the body. Okay, so let's update. I think 2 not 2. Raj, what was the get api we called? Get api now what we got? Let's again perform get we'll get the data. Okay, this is the data. So now we are going to perform update. So here we will put same data, and I will change delete to. Okay, we are going Mumbai, we are going to do here, and let's 2 not 2. So let's clear our console. Okay, there is no console because we sorry we have I pasted in console. So let's remove, edit console v. Let's remove. So we have did the get operation now, and now we are going to perform the put operation. Okay, so we are going to change the address of from Delhi to Mumbai. Okay, so let's and name we are also going to change. Okay, which is Rabi. I'm going to do. Okay, so let's hit this URL and let's check what is happening here. So we have performed this. So now we have name Rabi and address Mumbai with same ID 202 202. So let's check the logs. So in logs we are getting, okay, update in DB. That means the your record got updated in DB. Okay, so DB and as well as cache. Okay, cache, that means that we will not able to understand with the help of the logs it got updated in cache or not. But when we'll hit the get API again, so it should not hit DB and it should get from cache. Okay, so if you are using at that cache put, that means the if you are performing the update operation, so it will hit the database. That means that your record will be updated in DB as well as in cache. Okay, with the help of this key emp.id. So let's clear this console and perform the get operation. Okay, so this time it should not fetch your data from DB, it should fetch from cache. So let's check with the help of this get API. Yeah, 202. Okay, so we are getting 202 Rabi Mumbai. Okay, so we are getting the updated data. That means the let's check the console. So we are not getting anything in console. That means the your you are getting data from cache. So now we are going to perform our last REST API, which is delete. Okay, so we'll delete this 202 data from DB. So it should be deleted from DB as well as cache. And if you try to fetch from DB, then you will not get. Okay, so if you not delete it from the DB, it will only sorry, if you not delete it from cache, it will be only deleted from DB, then it will get problem. You may get problem. That means when you try to perform the get operation, then get call, then you will get your data from cache, even you have deleted the data from DB. Okay, so this is the so even if you are using the all cacheable annotation, so try to use at that cache bit and at that cache put. Okay, otherwise you will not get the you will not get the consistent data. Okay, you may get the wrong data. So always try to use all the notations together. Okay, if you are using get API, then you can use at that cacheable. If you are using delete by id delete API, then you can use at the rate cache evict. If you are using update, then you can use at the rate cache put. Okay, otherwise your data will not be consistent, you'll get the wrong data. So now let's perform the delete operation. So let's hit the two not let's try to delete the two not two data record which is there in employee, which is available in DB. So we are going to delete two not two. So let's clear the console and let's check. Okay, already there is nothing in console. Let's hit the data, sorry, postman. So now we are getting a 200 response. That means the data is not there in DB. Okay, so data has been deleted from DB. So let's check with the help of the get APIs. Okay, so get APIs, let's perform get APIs 202. So 202 data is not, yeah, so there is nothing, we are getting 200 here, but we are getting empty data. Okay, so it's performing the select operation. It's fetching from DB. Why it's fetching from DB? Because data, your data is not there in we your this ad is not available in cache. Okay, so in cache, that means that it will search from DB, so it's fetching from DB. So it's trying to search from DB with your with your ID 202, but there is no data in DB as well. Okay, so we are getting the empty response because here we are not returning anything. So by which you can perform we can implement caching mechanism in Spring Boot application. I hope you understood all the things. I have tried to make you understand with the help of get, put, and REST APIs. Okay, so if there is any doubt, so you can let me in comment section. I will try to make you understand, and if you want to add anything, then you can suggest me in comment section. So if you're loving my effort, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you understood. I hope you understood everything. So bye everyone.